Okay, so my sister actually used my middle name because she was afraid that you wouldn't let me speak. I'm Cara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dolton, Illinois police.
In Dolton, Illinois, the tragic death of 19-year-old Alexis Wilson at the hands of local police has ignited controversy and sorrow. On July 27, 2021, a dire misunderstanding at Baba's restaurant escalated fatally. Police, responding to a 911 call, misinterpreted Wilson's actions. Believed to be threatening, she was merely expressing frustration with a stick against the restaurant's glass. The situation worsened when Wilson, feeling underdressed, hesitated to exit her minivan. Officers' attempts to forcibly remove her led to a panicked escape, culminating in gunfire and Wilson's vehicle crashing. Amidst Mayor Tiffany Henyard's contentious remarks and accusations of excessive force by the officers, Alexis' family contends this tragedy could have been avoided. As legal battles unfold and public outcry grows, Alexis' story becomes a poignant reminder of the ongoing dialogue on police conduct and community relations.
At the time that my daughter was killed, Tiffany stood in front of a microphone much like this and said that she stood with the cops and they did do the right thing by killing my 19-year-old child. Not only did she not take those words back, she didn't offer her condolences. She's never said anything. The first thing she did was hire this group of security guards to surround her and PR. So the real reason Tiffany has security is hiding from accountability about what she said about Alexis Wilson when she was killed.
The tragedy of Alexis Wilson's death in Dolton, Illinois, has left a community in turmoil. The lack of support from Mayor Tiffany Henyard has only added to the pain felt by Alexis's family and neighbors. The absence of the simple gestures of condolence has highlighted a deep divide between the public and their leaders. This has brought attention to the need for compassion and accountability in times of crisis.
Now, if you watch the coverage of this murder, these officers violated her rights, reached in her car, jumped in her car, and put 7 bullets in my child. 2 in her head and 5 down her side. And the next day, you guys tried to spin it like she did something. Watch the video. She did nothing to deserve this. And again, last time they brought up Alexis, she's doing what she does now. Look this way, look that way, every way, but at the person talking. You don't give a damn, and you never did, and you never acted like it. She called out a whole press conference to call my daughter a criminal, an Homewood Flossmoor graduate with no criminal record. But Tiffany, you have one, because we used your mugshot to protest in front of your house, and that's why you hid. That's why you have security. So let's tell the truth, which I know you're incapable of. I wouldn't trust this woman if she stood on a stack of Bibles and had her tongue notarized. Not a damn thing she says comes out her mouth is true. Thank you. Alexis.
Dramatic and disturbing and shows a Dolton police officer opening fire on 19-year-old Alexis Wilson just moments after she drags his partner with the red minivan she's driving.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
The confrontation happened last Tuesday. An employee at Baba's famous steak and lemonade called 911 claiming a woman, police identified as Wilson, was threatening workers with a gun at the drive-thru. The restaurant and drive-thru had been closed for about 20 minutes.
There's a customer outside and they have a gun and they're banging on the drive-thru window.
Security camera footage from the fast food restaurant shows police arriving on scene. Both Wilson and her male passenger are asked to get out of the vehicle. The footage from the officer's body cam shows while the man complies, Wilson does not.
I'm naked. But cover yourself up with that robe or something.
Investigators confirm Wilson was only wearing a shirt and a house coat. The impasse continues for a few more minutes, but as the officer on Wilson's passenger side enters through the vehicle's open window, presumably to take her car keys, Wilson speeds off, dragging the officer. Dolton police say both officers opened fire on Wilson. The shooting ended with the vehicle crashing into a nearby bike shop. Illinois State Police say they did recover a weapon from inside Wilson's car. This as the Dolton police chief expresses his condolences to Wilson's family while calling the shooting an unfortunate tragedy for everyone.
No one wanted this to happen. We don't want to see anyone lose their lives, whether it's a civilian or whether it's an officer. The situation is what dictated the end result.
As the Illinois State Police investigation continues, the injured officer remains hospitalized in serious condition while his partner has been placed on paid administrative leave.
Ooh, Lord. Mayor Tiffany Henyard finds herself skating on thin ice with her constituents. Mrs. Thelma, a spirited resident, has called for the mayor to hang up her skates and step down, voicing a sentiment echoed by many. The bone of contention? A lavish ice skating rink costing the town over $1 million that remains as deserted as a ghost town on a sunny day. Residents grumble that the rink's doors swing open only for the mayor's grandiose galas, leaving the community out in the cold. Adding insult to injury, Mayor Henyard played the role of the Easter Grinch, ousting a child from the annual Easter egg hunt. The reason? A personal vendetta against the child's mother. It seems the mayor's love for the children of Dolton has a caveat parental approval required. The Easter Bunny, known for its boundless joy and inclusivity, is reportedly hopping mad over the exclusion. This series of missteps by Mayor Henyard paints a picture of a leader more focused on personal projects and grievances than on serving the community's needs. Dolton's residents didn't ask for an ice rink. They sought leadership that warms the heart, not one that leaves them out in the cold. As the calls for resignation grow louder, it's clear that Dolton is yearning for a thaw in leadership, dreaming of a spring where community needs blossom over personal agendas.
Not right. I don't see y'all doing that in them upper areas like how y'all be dragging us over here. I don't see y'all. But yet us every day, all day, y'all got us on your station. That's not cool. So I'm going to pass the mic to Chief Lacey. He's going to talk to you about the nightclubs and all the issues we've been having in our town. So before y'all wrote them stories, you should have came and got real interviews from the people that got the real facts, not people that just accusing and lying on people that's going to end up in lawsuits. And watch what you say, residents and other people that just go on the news lying on people. That's defamation of character. But y'all don't see that. Y'all just keep going with it just because it's traction for your network. That's not cool. All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nikisha Davis. I am the wife of murdered business owner Tavares Davis. I'm here because it's been almost 2 years since my husband has been murdered. There have been suspects that have been identified. I've been getting the runaround from the Dolton Police Department. And I'm here because I'd like answers. If there have been suspects that have been identified, then I want to know why there has not been an arrest. You all posted on the media that there was an arrest. You all said something in a board meeting and everyone clapped and cheered, but you didn't say that you all released him. There were 4 individuals, including my husband, and my husband ended up being killed. So why hasn't someone been arrested in this case? I am a wife. I'm a mother of 3 children. My children and my family are suffering because of this loss. And Dolton Police, the detectives, have been sitting around twiddling their fingers on this case. This is hurtful. When I've been in contact, I've been asking questions. I've been in contact with the state's attorney's office. I'm pushing this case. I've had the Crime Stoppers come out to do additional work canvassing the neighborhood to assist the police. And nothing has been done. My husband, Tavares Edward Davis, deserves justice. Thank you.
All right. Paula Ward, I know that you all know me. I'm a resident of Dolton, and my son was robbed and murdered along with 4 other customers at Maxwell's. I'm not here to talk about everything that's going on. I know what's going on. What I want to know is, why isn't security still at Maxwell's? Why is not Maxwell's not closed down? That restaurant is 24 hours. Do you know how many people get killed, hurt, robbed, everything up there just trying to go buy a sandwich? My son was killed, shot in his heart, trying to go and buy something to eat. All these other restaurants y'all closed, and Pablo's, all these other restaurants, y'all fail to close Maxwell's. This is the only time I always come up here because my only son, his wife is still trying to buy something to eat. Y'all told me y'all passed the bill, and if they didn't have their own security by 10 o'clock, it had to be an off-duty police officer up there, or they get their own security. That restaurant is making Dolton so much money, but so many people are getting killed and hurt up there. If you Google them and look it up, you'll see how many people have been hurt. Y'all trying to fix everything else. Y'all got to fix the security first. Y'all got to get some more police officers first. This is a little village. Every time something happens, South Highland, everybody else got to come over here and help us. We too small. The village is too small, but the village is so angry now. People losing their lives for no reason. My only son is gone. I can't give him back. I can't do nothing. I have to look at Maxwell's open every day. They did nothing but sweep it up under the rug. The next morning, 6 o'clock, they still out selling food. How do you think that make me and my family feel?
Thank you for your public comment. Next on the agenda is general announcements. Do anybody have any general announcements?
Yes, Mayor.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I hear a lot of the outrage, and I think a lot of it is just around having a space that can accommodate. And I'm concerned also that there may be some violations of the Open Meetings Act because we need to have a space when we know that there's this many people. As such, I'm gonna make a motion that we postpone this meeting and continue the agenda to Monday, April 8th, a week from today at 6:30, Dolton Park District 14700 Evers. So that is my motion.
Trustee, we are not postponing a meeting. We are here. And basically, we have 2 items on the agenda. So we can basically continue with our meeting and get through the 2 items that's on the meeting. So my advice to the board is we are already here. Let's handle the business and not let the business handle you guys. We're not having no meeting at no Dolton Park District. So I'm just making that crystal clear. Clerk, what are you doing? You out of order. You out of order. Did I call the roll? Did I say call the roll? I'm still speaking. You're out of order, Clerk Key. You out of order, Clerk Key. Like, stop. Y'all out of order. Everybody want to run stuff. Y'all don't run this house over here. Stop, please. So as I was stating, we need to continue with the business. We are here. People came to a meeting to hear what we have been doing in our village. The department heads, the lawyer, everyone's here. So I'm asking for you guys to sit here and to deal with what's going on.
Trustee Tammy
And that's the problem that we have. Now, wonder why we have dysfunction. This is the reason. So if y'all walk out, y'all walk out. We got business to handle.
7:58
Okay. All right, so go ahead, handle your business, and we're gonna handle ours.
Ooh, Lord. In a twist that seems ripped from the script of a political satire, Dolton's town meetings under Mayor Tiffany Henyard's leadership have morphed into a theater of the absurd. Residents, brimming with concerns and seeking answers, find themselves participants in a farce where dialogue is drowned out by deaf ears. Mayor Pro Tem Jason House's attempt to steer the ship back on course by calling for a motion to reschedule a particularly tumultuous meeting was met with a response so cold it could freeze the controversial ice rink solid. Ignoring House's plea, Mayor Henyard seemed to inhabit a world of her own, a bubble where the voices of her trustees and the clamor of her constituents simply couldn't penetrate. The climax of this drama unfolded as trustees, persisting in their efforts to bring order and responsiveness back to governance, voted to reschedule the meeting. It was then that Mayor Henyard, in a display of defiance that left many aghast, commanded everyone to get the hell out of here. This command, far removed from the decorum expected in public office, starkly symbolizes the chasm between the mayor's administration and the community she is meant to serve. The meetings, designed to be productive forums for addressing the town's needs, have instead become emblematic of a leadership style that many in Dolton find disillusioning. As the curtain falls on each chaotic assembly, residents are left wondering if their voices will ever find a receptive audience in the halls of their own town's governance. The call for a change in leadership, for a mayor who listens rather than dismisses, grows louder with each passing act of this ongoing drama. Like and subscribe.
Because I feel crowded. I just want to. Okay. All right. So, last time I came, I was kind of muted. So I just want to make sure that I'm not muted this time because I do want the Mayor Tiffany Henyard to step down. I need Keith Freeman to quit today, resign, because you are not what we need for Dolton. I grew here, and I know you grew here too. You used to get bullied. So allegedly, let me say that. But I know you grew here too. However, you have messed up our town. I have been a resident in Dolton for over 30 years. Tiffany knows this because I'm sure that that's the reason why she didn't do what she was supposed to do. However, Tiffany, to everybody, every resident, I'm sorry. I apologize if I seemed irate. I had my radiation today. I have cancer. Of course I do. Tiffany stole money from a cancer foundation. How dare you? How dare you steal? And I helped you with your campaign. How dare you steal from us? I had to buy my wigs. Are you going to reimburse me for the wigs that I've been spending my money on? Are you going to reimburse me? Let me know if I'm going to get my money back, Tiffany. Because I helped you with your vision to get in that seat. You told me that you was going to run and make a change for Dolton. You didn't make a change for Dolton. I'm sorry, I got a little anxiety because I don't like getting pushed and stuff in crowds because I'm disabled. But y'all don't even care to let the disabled in first. That should have been your first concern. When you talking about the credible threat outside, I'm really sick. I had radiation today. So I came here because I want you to get out of our town. You're a renter here. You don't even own in Dolton. So get out. Leave. We don't want you here. You or your administration. Y'all need to go. Thank you. Oh, and Cooper's Park, August 31st. I'm doing an event. I have a non-for-profit for tumor awareness. It's actually a real charity cancer that charity